Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3. So, I'm actually just recording this a couple of days prior to the last episode going up. So, for me, it's the 18th. However, for you guys, this will probably be going up after Christmas. So, if that's the case, I hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I just want to quickly go through a little bit of a haul that I've got here. Um, the first are a couple of gifts to me from my Secret Santa that I've opened early. And the first thing is this beautiful Robin cross stitch kit. And I'm going to be doing this at some point over the next few days. It's probably going to take me till well after Christmas to do, but I often look at like something like this as a winter display, not necessarily a Christmas display, because robins are, they're all winter round. So I'm looking forward to doing that. The other thing they got me is more of a Christmas thing. So this may, I would think I will do it, but it may go up as a display for next Christmas. Is this cute little needle felted reindeer. I will be giving that a try. Like I say, this video is going to be going up after Christmas, but doesn't mean we can't do Christmas crafts still. Christmas hasn't happened for me yet. And finally, the last thing I've got is, it's a purchase. It's not a gift, but I wanted to talk about it. Is this. This is 400 grams of fake cashmere. It's not real cashmere, it's fake cashmere. It is so soft. Now, I did spot when I got it, I'm going to get it out the bag. I did spot that there was, I think what's happened is that there's been some darker wool been going through the machine before this was, and it's just picked up a little bit of it there. It's not dirty, it's not greasy or anything like that. I think it is just a bit of darker wool that's been caught up in it. So I'm not worried about it in any shape, way, shape or form. Besides, there is 400 grams here, roughly. It is so soft. It's lovely. Like I say, this is fake cashmere, so it's actually nylon, but it feels just like the real thing. It's so soft. And what I'm thinking of doing is blending that and mixing it up with some maybe superwash merino or some other non-woolen fibre, because I want to be able to spin enough wool or enough fibre to knit myself a jumper. I have always dreamed of making my own garments from my own hand-spun wool, and I almost got there with the cardigan that you saw me wearing, I think last week or the week before, which was the crocheted cardigan, which was half hand-spun, half acrylic. But I want to be able to make myself a jumper made entirely from my own hand-spun wool, and this is going to be a staple part of it. I think I have some superwash merino I can blend it up with, but the main aim of it as well is for it to be able to go into the washing machine, which is why I want superwash and why I'm using this. I'm going to use part of this as a test piece, spin it up with something else, a couple of different fibres, knit a swatch, and put those swatches through the washing machine, so I can see how things maneuver before I decide what I'm going to blend it with to make the jumper wool. I'm not going to dye it. I was planning on dyeing it, but then I thought, actually, if it's going to go in the washing machine, I want the colours to be stable, so I want either, like I say, a superwash merino that's been pre-dyed commercially that I know is going to be, colour safe, and I think it would make a nice sort of blended mix when it's spun into a rolag. So that's my haul. The other thing I wanted to show you was I've done a little bit more work off camera on my mitten, and I've almost finished the actual glove piece. So I've got a little bit more to do on the ribbing there, probably about, I think I've got 6 more rows to do on the ribbing. And then I've got the thumb and the finger flap piece to do, and of course all the sewing up. So today I'm going to be doing more work on this. I don't know how much work I'll get done, but as always, I'll bring you with me. Okay, so I didn't actually think I'd get this far today, but I have now finished. I've got lots of long threads all over the place, but I've now finished the main body of the glove. I finished the thumb, and I finished the bit that goes over your fingers, the top bit. So now I just need to do a little hook for the little chain for the button, and sew them all together. I'll do that after I've sewn them all together, so I know how long I need to do the loop for the button. We're getting there, and I'm going to have it finished by Christmas. Yay! And they're done. And I'm actually pretty pleased with the way they turned out. So they are a little bit tight on the cuffs at the bottom there, but I'm pretty certain that once you start wearing them, they'll sort of stretch a bit anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. The buttons say handmade with love on them. And yeah, everything works. The mitts unhook pretty easily and cover over your fingers. Pretty well. Like that. Yeah, I like these. It was a good pattern. It was fairly easy to do, to follow, and I got them finished in time for Christmas. So I'm going to go wrap these, and then there's one more thing that I want to make before Christmas for my dad. I want to try and make a snood for him. But first of all, I'm going to go get something to eat and wrap these. Okay, so here is the finished snood. It actually only took me a couple of hours to do. That knitting machine does things like this really, really quickly. It is very, very warm, I have to say. This is all hand spun yarn. This is the yarn that I've had sitting for ages and not known what to do, but it's actually knitted up a lot better than I expected. I'm going to bring you in closer so you can have a quick look. Okay, so here you can see the yarn a bit closer. And yeah, whilst wrapped in a ball, it didn't look very cohesive, to be perfectly honest. But knitted up, it looks really, really nice. So this is going to be for my dad. It's impossible to buy him presents. He never wants anything. And recently he's been getting into wearing snoods. So I thought, perfect opportunity, quick make him a snood from handspun wool. I think he's going to love it. Hope he will anyway. So that's another one that I'm going to go wrap up and get under the tree, ready for Christmas. Okay, so this episode has taken quite a bit longer to produce than other episodes, but mostly that is because I've started doing art again as well as craft, and I'm going to pop a couple of images up here. These are 3D pieces of artwork that I've created this week, and they have taken a long time to do. But I'm not just a crafter, but I enjoy doing art as well, and my resolution for next year is to do more art. And although I didn't film any of the behind the scenes creation for these two pieces, in future I think I will and include those in these vlogs, because I think it's nice to take you on my journey through everything, not just through crafting, but through digital artwork, physical artwork as well. And since next year, like I say, my resolution is to do a lot more learning of art. I have signed up for so many Skillshare courses, both in the physical sense of the word, in terms of like doing things like watercolour and acrylics and that sort of thing, but also through learning digital software that I've not touched before, or relearning software that I haven't used for a long time. And I can bring you behind the scenes for those as well. So yeah, I think I'm starting to settle into what I want to show you and how the format of these videos is going to be in the future. So that being said, I think that's going to be all for this week. I might not get much of a chance to film anything next week, it being Christmas week, but hopefully the following week we should be back to a normal schedule. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you then. Take care. Bye for now.